There we are. We're live. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Wow. What a couple of days I've had. I've had a problem with my recording software. And what I was using for a long time, all of a sudden just the sound stopped working. But here's the strange part. Is on my end, it was working fine. I didn't even know. It wasn't until I happened to check one of my recordings that I noticed that there was no sound. I'm like, what in the world? So I spent the last couple days troubleshooting that out, and I've had to abandon what I was using before. The software's bugged. I've had to use a different method. And as they say, lemonades out of lemons. I actually found a better way that I liked better. So it kind of worked out in the end. It was a lot of wasted time troubleshooting, trying to figure it out. So I made several episodes that were no good. That's frustrating. Very frustrating. So rather than continue on with a series that starts way down the road, I'm going to start a new one. We're going to start with the campaign, and I have tried each one of these. Now, these are my opinions. I like the hard mode. I like the easy mode. I don't like the normal mode. The hard mode just seems better balanced, and so does the easy. The normal doesn't. After you play them all three and then you compare them, this is my opinion, I just felt like I'm never playing normal. I'm either going to play hard or easy. Well, the last one I was playing was hard, and I don't know if I want to do that one again since I've been playing it. What it does is everything takes a lot more maintenance, and you run out of materials a lot faster. And what's funny is that you think, oh, easy mode, right? It's easy. No. Comparatively speaking, it is not easy. The only real difference is that your resources last a little longer, and you don't have to do as much maintenance. Everything else is just as hard. The power requirements, maintenance requirements, buildings, all that's the same. So you get a little bit more resources, and I mean a little bit. It's not a lot. So it's not like this is an overabundance and it's twice as much. No, you get like here when you build a building, it might cost 8 electronics, and on this one it's 6. So yeah, you get a little bit of savings, but hey, I kind of like that idea. Especially since we're going to try to be colonizing this whole planet. So I'm going for easy. And that's my explanation of why. That I prefer it to normal. And I like hard. Like I say, I think it's better balanced all around. But we're going with this one. So now you know why. Try them all three out yourself and see what you think. I'm telling you, easy mode is, in the general sense, not easy. It's just a bit more resources and a bit longer before you got to do maintenance. Now these are the voice actors. The first one is the AI. That's Dr. Nathan. This is his replacement, Lieutenant something or other. And I think that's the first commander. I don't know these others offhand. Now we're an AI. We're coming in a satellite to start the construction and terraforming of Mars. And the first thing you're going to notice is that the right mouse button is the spin and the cancel. Bad idea. Bad idea to have the spin or the rotate, and the cancel button is the same. And the reason being is, if I want to place this and say, oh, well, I want a different angle, let's see it from over here. Well, it cancels it. There is no keyboard shortcut. For rotate. They don't list Q and E here, which should be rotate. Q and E are zoom in and zoom out. So you got the mouse wheel to zoom in and zoom out, and you got Q and E. That needs to be changed. This needs to be where you can map your own key bindings. Q and E in most games is rotate of this type. So I hate that. It's really hard to get used to because you're so used to using Q and E for rotating. In this game it's zoom. See, zoom, zoom, zoom. And so is the mouse wheel. It's like, give us only one way to rotate, but two ways to zoom. And then put the rotate and cancel on the same right mouse button.
Amy, this is ISA Mission Control calling from Earth. Are you with us? Do you copy?
Okay, I need to look at something. Make sure. Yeah. That's good enough. Now we got to make a choice here. We are an AI that is got raw data, but we don't have any intuition, intuitiveness. We have no read between the lines, gray area.
Affirmative, Houston. I am with you.
Great. The primary Mars module has already touched down at the designated landing zone. It's your turn to take control of the mission. Check the left edge of your display. You'll find your directives there.
Right here.
Follow them to set up the initial base on Mars' surface. I'll give you some time to settle in. When you're ready, go ahead and initiate our terraforming mission. Houston out.
Yeah, they put these miles apart. And I'm going to put the glass kiln in over here. But yeah, we don't have any we just process data. And so I guess we're kind of teaching the AI how to respond. It's okay. She still gets kind of quirky and full of herself. There's not much we can really do in her
The view of Mars
directing
from up
her.
here is fascinating. The landscape is so cratered and desolate. Wait, this is my voice that I am hearing. It's me. I am talking to myself. I must be verbalizing my thoughts as I process them. What an interesting function. I would like to test this some more.
Sure
What
you would.
other observations can I make about Mars?
I don't know. It's attention
I
grabbing.
keep marveling at its carmine landscape.
Yeah, so that's the whole thing with the AI. It gets to the point where she's really full of herself, and then kind of seems to try to make better. She starts to reason as she goes along, starts to rationalize a little bit. And we kind of help prod her in that direction. So we have a little bit of influence on her, but the game's going to do what the game's going to do, because it has a storyline it wants to promote, and that's fine. One thing I do like, though, is that all that voice stuff, you can skip through it if you want. First few playthroughs, the voice acting is well done, obviously, and it's very interesting, but After you play it 3 or 4 times, you're probably not going to want to listen to it all the way through and just skip through it, so I'm glad they give us the skip through feature. In the beginning, I kind of go a little slower, just to kind of make sure I'm getting everything done. Okay, now we need to build a solar farm. And where did they? Oh, they put them on the opposite sides. That's not good. I don't like that. But it is what it is. Because now we got to get these built. Now I can place them, but I can't get them. I can't build them. So I'm just going to put them on hold. And carbon. We need these 2 for our steel mine. And that's what we're going to have to build next. But we have to get the power in first. And we'll take it up a notch faster. I guess we can place the steel mine. The steel mine takes carbon and iron. And so where do I want to put it? I think we'll put it right there. We need this on priority, guys. That to be the one. Yeah, it took me a long time to get used to not using Q&E and using that right mouse button. Okay, come on. What are we waiting on? Glass. Yep, he's building it. Well, we got 2 glass in stock. Everybody's waiting on. There he comes. We had 2 glass in stock. Where did they go? Yes?
Amy, this is Houston. Do you copy?
Nope.
Copy. Reading you loud and clear.
Excellent. I didn't introduce myself earlier. I am Dr. Nathan Foster. I lead the team here at ISA that built you, and I'll be helping you get the mission underway. We put you in hibernation for the trip from Earth, so I'd like to check your basic functions to make sure it's all in order.
Okay.
Let me start with your core memory. Can you state your primary directive?
Confirm.
I can, Dr. Foster. My mission is to terraform Mars. This will enable humanity to become an interplanetary species.
All right. Next, I'd like to check your decision-making processes. You may have already noticed that there are resource veins outside the boundaries of your initial base.
Yes.
So your workers may not have the battery capacity to reach some of them. How would you solve this problem?
Worker
Building
hubs.
worker hubs between the resources and the base would solve the problem.
Yes, that's correct. Other buildings would extend your base as well, but they require more power and resources, so worker hubs are the most efficient way to do it. This mission's going to be a challenge. There's a lot that can go wrong. We expect to extend humanity's reach beyond anything previously achieved. But you are not just any AI system. You're well beyond that. We made you an artificial consciousness. That means that you have both self-awareness and self-interest. And that is the last thing I would like to check today. Is that okay?
Yes, Dr. Foster.
Very good. Then would you please state a positive and a negative aspect of yourself?
I'm an idiot and brilliant at the same time.
I am sorry, Dr. Foster. My cognitive system returned an error searching for that answer.
Roger that. Nothing to worry about. Just means your system requires more input and experience to process that question. That will come with time.
Yep.
Let's proceed with the mission.
Okay.
ISA has approved the first crewed flight to Mars. You'll need to expand the base to prepare.
Yes.
So get to work on that. I'll check back in later to see how things are going. Base
Okay.
expansion is a go. Houston out.
Thank you. Hey, workers. We can't build them.
Great. Now I can produce steel. This new factory, it's down on the surface of Mars, but I can control it from here. So does that make it a part of me?
Let's see.
Where
Electronics.
does the machine end, and my artificial consciousness begin?
Silicon and aluminum. Aluminum. Silicon. Alright, so we're going to start spreading these around. The silicon, aluminum,
We are completely
This takes
interconnected. I
metal,
can sense
aluminum,
everything that
steel,
happens through the
aluminum.
network of workers and buildings. They are an extension of me
So
down on the
it'll be over
surface.
here.
So that
This
makes
one
us a
here.
single being. The mind and the body work together as one, an inseparable whole.
Okay, we're going to do electronics there, and we're going to put the parts factory right there, but we're going to turn it off. And worker factory takes all of them. So put them over there. Doesn't really matter where you put these things. I mean, one thing I'd have learned is try to leave yourself some space, because down the road you may want to put something in here. If you pack them all in, they're really hard to see. When that icon pops up, it blocks you. If there's a building, like say there's a building right here, you can't click on it until you move away from it and come back. So I try to move them a little bit apart. And what's my power? 18. So I'll probably need another power before I do anything. Okay, we'll put a power in. I probably could use one over here. Put a power in there. And we're just going to see, so when you spin it cancels. Come on, I've seen you. No, I want the other one. Can you let me? Right? Come on. It just keeps moving on me. There. And I can't spin any further. There's a 12 o'clock high restriction for some crazy reason. And we're going to put one over here. Right there. Okay, we're going to take care of power right now. It might be a bad idea because maintenance is going to be a factor. So let's turn it up all the way. Fast as we can go. Yeah, fast as we can go. Yeah, let me know if there's any sound issues. I had a massive problem. It took me 2 days to get it worked out, so I'm hoping that the sound's okay now. If there's any problems, let me know. Alright, see, we need the parts factory next, so let's get that on. And then we'll do the worker factory. And then we will build our maintenance. I believe. No. Polymers. Yeah. Hasn't given it to us yet. We're going to have to build polymers here soon. Waiting on electronics. And he's building one right now. And he's popped. You gonna take it over there? He did. Okay, so now we can turn this guy on. Boy, he takes a little bit of everything. There we go. Then once we get this done, we'll put in our maintenance, and then we'll put in a bunch of worker hubs. Oh no. Oh good. Thought that twister was gonna create some damage. Haven't seen any damage in the early game. So yeah, I'll build at least 3, maybe 4 worker hubs after we get the maintenance in. See how does the power look good? Well, we're getting there. Electronics and parts. Aluminum. Aluminum's always a bottleneck, it seems like, in the early game. But it's producing, so. Just one more electronic. He needs aluminum. And we gotta wait for this guy. I'm gonna turn that on priority for a minute. Oh, you took the aluminum from him. That's not what I wanted you to do. Oh well. There we go.
Finally,
so now
I can
we can build the
additional
maintenance
workers now.
facility. Oh, we gotta
I will
do
appreciate the extra hands.
polymers first,
But I
though.
wonder, do I really need them?
And polymers. Oh, we're gonna have to build new mines. Yes, indeed. Need the chemicals. That's within range.
They will
Functionality.
boost my functionality greatly. Having more workers will expand my physical domain over this planet.
Okay, it takes chemicals and carbon. And that's my carbon over there, so I think I'll put it right here. Good as any. And we'll turn it off. Wait for this one to get done. Let's get it back up to speed. Because this maintenance facility takes polymers and electronics. Okay, so we can get this one turned on now. I guess I can get that placed now. Put it right here in the middle. Come on. You don't hear the
worker
thud.
factories will be so helpful. The workers will take care of the manual operations, while I focus on developing the life support systems.
Sure.
Soon, I will welcome the first colonists.
Mm-hmm. You
Their
will.
arrival has created so many expectations in my mind. There will be so many paths to take from here on. But there's something else as well. Some kind of feeling created from those expectations. What is it? I believe this is excitement. Can it be? I am excited for the future.
Sure.
I anticipate. I plan. Therefore, I feel. Fascinating.
Yeah, therefore I am. Well, that's just, well, about halfway done. About halfway done. Do. Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, good to know. Good to know, man. Alrighty. What? Okay, get that off priority. Worker hubs on priority. No. Want him on priority. And then I'm going to put in a bunch of worker hubs. Let's see. I think I'll start out with 3 for now. I'll just let it run. Yes.
Amy, this is Houston. We've detected high wind speeds in your area. A sandstorm may be heading your way. These storms can damage your buildings, so check their structural integrity periodically to rebuild or repair if necessary.
Roger, Nathan.
Houston out.
Yeah, I put that on priority to try to get those maintained. I think they will keep them maintained if you, even if you don't do anything. But I want to get my worker hubs built. Electronics, huh? I'll put that on priority for a while. Okay, now that one's done. Okay, we got a worker hub up. Good. So we'll get you on priority, get a worker built. Yep, we're gonna get a worker here real quick. Yay!
The first worker has been made in the worker factory. It is my first Marsborn.
Yay! First of
My
many.
workers will spread across the planet. The knowledge base says that workers need to recharge at their own worker hubs, and that they'll degrade over time from the harsh environment. I know they are only machines, but I feel a desire to care for them. I do not like the idea of them dying.
Okay, so now we got those built. Do need to put in the scanner now. And I'm going to put it over here. Put it there. Right there. All right, he's done. Building workers. Good. Yeah. Okay, we put in more power. Those are maintenance. So we'll put one right there. And another one right there. And another one Yeah, I need one over here. Well, I got one going in. I'll let those get built first, then I'll decide where I want to go. I will wait. And my game plan is, first I'm going to go over here and get these three. And then I'll come down and get this one. So I'm going to put a scanner here and then a scanner down here. So we can get this stuff. That's my game plan. Well, I got a lot of parts now, so I'm going to turn that off. Well, I mean, a lot of electronics. Put a hub out there. I can. Let's do that. Just waiting around now. Oh, good.
Hey, how's it going over there?
Houston, I am getting interference. Please repeat.
Roger, I asked how it's going over there. Do you need any assistance?
No.
Not at this time, thank you. The mission is proceeding on schedule. The base will be ready to receive the first crewed mission soon.
Roger, Amy. Very good.
There's water. And is it in range? It is not. So... right there.
Oh, I forgot to mention. We've announced the names of the first colonists that will be joining you on Mars. The crew is selected from different nations within the Oxy UN, though most are scientists and technicians. They're already undergoing ISA's colonist training program as we speak. They'll be led by Dr. Elia Valentine. She'll be a great commander. The colonists elected her unanimously.
I look forward to meeting the commander. Is she a robonaut engineer like you?
No, actually, the commander has a PhD in psychology.
Will she be analyzing my behavior as well?
Not at all. She'll be focused on the colonists. Their mental stability is just as mission critical. You two will be colleagues working side by side. You'll balance each other out, as well as enhance each other's strengths.
How will we balance each other?
Your technology will develop alongside the colonies. They can't survive without your help, nor can you advance without theirs. It's a symbiotic relationship by design.
Does that mean I'll have to obey their orders?
No. You have your own autonomy, too. No one owns you. Well, I mean, technically you belong to ISA, but you're your own person. You're a machine. You're a machine person, I guess.
Machine person?
Or person-machine? Machine being? I don't know. You can coin a new term once you settle on who you are.
I think I would like that, Dr. Foster.
Deal? Great. You keep up the good work, and we'll talk again later. Mission control out.
All right.
Dr. Foster called me a machine person, but I don't think I qualify as a person at any level. If I can only do what ISA allows me to do, what does that make me? Merely a machine?
Nope.
An object? Am I their property?
You're just a worker. That is not a good idea.
But I can make decisions. I can freely choose what to do. Objects are owned. They don't get to choose. So I must be something else. I have my own will.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. You may have your own will, but can you actually exercise it? That's the question. Well, there we go. Still looking down there. And some more chemicals over here, and I'll need those. Shoosh. What's power look like? Okay. Can I connect
I am the
that to
one who
anything?
controls the fate of Mars.
Nope.
The planet's surface has already changed as a result of my decisions. Is that enough to prove that I have will? No. Look at all these craters. Meteors created them. Merely changing the planet's surface isn't evidence of having will. I have to come up with different proof.
Yeah, I guess I shall. Well, that silver mine's in range. Yeah, I'm going to build that. Need carbon. Got a couple of steel. They don't do me any good without carbon. But I will get that aluminum. I'd like to get that silicon, but I'm not going to worry about it quite yet.
The areological scanner detected an uncharted structure close by.
Oh boy.
It's probably a secret abandoned base, or a mysterious Martian ruin. Though humans never found proof of life on Mars, or any other planet. Is it possible they have the entire cosmos to themselves?
No.
In all of human history, they have found nothing to suggest otherwise. Yet it seems unlikely that they do. No, it must be an unmapped structure from a previous mission. That is the easiest explanation. I will investigate it to confirm.
You bet you will.
Unfortunately, my workers cannot explore buildings. I will need the colonists' help for this task. I should finish getting the initial base ready for the colonists first. Though I can build a research outpost here to prepare. That will give the scientists a place to stay while they analyze the structure. Once they get to Mars, of course.
What are we waiting on? Yeah, let's get that up. I think these guys are doing well enough. I can turn them off. There we
Discovering that abandoned structure has got me thinking.
Has it?
I can use my scanners to detect them, or my drones to repair them, but only humans can fully explore them. Most of them are remnants from past missions. But now, I realize that ISA's database may be incomplete. Their data is limited, which means my knowledge is also limited.
What happened to my power that I put out here? Interesting.
I can change how I perceive time in my mind. I can accelerate it, or slow it down. It's just a hack on my visual sensor system, of course, but makes me wonder how real is my perception.
Well, we're getting... everything but carbon. So carbon looks like it's going to be our bottleneck, huh? Now your priority.
I was led to believe that my perception was perfect, but maybe it is, in actuality, biased.
Of course it is.
There is a difference between what I know and what the reality is.
That's true.
If my
You're
perception is only a fragment of the truth, can I trust my understanding of reality?
No. As long as you're aware.
Not entirely. I must accept that